Welcome to Season 5 of the PDL. We're gonna do team rankings again, like we have done the past few seasons. James is with me once again as well,
As always.
as always. And we have 12 players this season instead of 14. And it is not
Yes.
decks again. Some different rules are that it is high tier Terra with some obvious bans. But a lot of high tier Pokemon can Terra. So that's basically the difference from this season compared to last. Yeah, basically that's it. We're gonna go over each team, kind of look at how they're built, kind of rank them. I think we're gonna should we rank them based on each other or based on like the team itself? I think we should base like whatever what always
Forgot
happens is we rank it based on the team
forgot
and
we
then
did.
eventually base it off each other. So
Yeah, I forgot what we did last time.
I think we do both. Like it's fine if we do both.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's like the first one that doesn't have a comparison. It's
yeah,
whatever.
yeah, exactly. So we can
We
start
can
off with the first one.
figure it out.
With Lex being the first pick of the draft, picking Chempao, which no one saw coming.
I was absolutely gobsmacked, bro.
It was crazy. Oh, we also banned Spectre and Zamazenta because those guys are annoying.
Yeah, it's picture out on my face.
Yeah, so this team is actually is pretty defensive. Galarian, Slowking, Blissey, and Sylveon are all very specially defensive mons. Um, yeah, I don't know. I just see all the pink there, like those second,
Yeah.
third, fourth, fifth mons are all pink. I don't know why.
This Metagross is handling all the FizzDef applications.
That's Chumpo. Oh, Fizz Def. Oh, I see. Yeah,
FizzDef,
that's
yeah.
basically just Metagross. Yeah. Um, and Terrible Cephalon's pretty good with like tearing to get a weird beast boost kill that can snowball. That'd be interesting to see.
Yeah, 100%.
Um,
Um, I don't think Terra Tatsugiri is gonna do too much though.
yeah, I think Blacephalon just comes every week. And then Crobat, just kind of support Flapple. I don't think that guy comes. And Salazzle can like sub-toxic stall. That could be annoying.
Yeah. Yeah, like the one set.
Yeah.
It can deal with like bulky poisons and steals.
That's true. So yeah, I think Chempao and Mega Nancy have a really good offensive core. One can be like Mega Nancy can go the special breaking, and Chempao goes the physical breaking.
Yeah.
But something I think no, and then you have Blacephalon there for like the steel types that kind of annoy both of them.
Yeah. But I
So,
don't know. Because you have to get Blacephalon in, and it's not exactly the bulkiest Pokemon.
and then speaking of Blacephalon getting in, that guy's weak to rocks, and the only hazard removal I see, he does have Magic Bounce. That is something to take note of. But Rapid Spin on Tatsukiri,
Tsukiri.
pretty sure that's all he has. So
Yeah,
I think Crobat is Defog, so I guess he has that as well. But I don't know how often Crobat's gonna come.
Defog's also a whack. I mean, what does he have for his own hazards? DNC and what, Metagross?
TNC, Metagross, Blissey.
Blissey, yeah, Blissey.
It's his rocks. He has only rocks, but it's not terrible. He has T-Spikes on Slug.
Yeah.
Salazzle.
Decent hazards, okay removal. I feel like it checks all the boxes. There's no
I think defensively it's
glaring.
fine. I think a strong physical mon could kind of blow this team up, but I think other than that, it's not a bad team at all.
Yeah,
IMO.
100%. If something fast and on the physical side, especially with the base stats that Megas have, might have a problem. Like Mega Aerodactyl or Mega Swampert.
True. Alright, so baseline starting off, where do you think this team goes?
I mean, if you look at it by itself, probably goes in A tier, I'd say. Low A, maybe B.
Yeah,
In
I
that
agree with that.
range.
We can put an A for now.
Yeah, we'll adjust it later when we see some of the other teams.
Yep. Okay. Awesome. So next is Mateo's team with Dragapult. Second round. I did not see that coming either, actually.
I was absolutely flabbergasted
Yep.
from that one.
Crazy pick. Um, Dragapult. I don't know. His offense is kind of insane on this team. I haven't really taken a close look, but Dragapult, Necrozma, Surledge, Gyarados, Kingambit, Scizor, Quackable, Galarian Articuno. I think those mons are all very, very strong offensively.
With web support
With
as
web
well.
support as well. That's really. I feel like that's pretty, really,
I
really
mean,
good.
what's clicking rocks on this though?
You got Necrozma. That guy's are good rocks. You have Kingambit. You have Aron.
Necrozma.
if you want to bring that.
Necrozma gets rocks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Removal.
I guess you don't have consistent hazard setters, but you do have them. So
Removal. It's probably just.
removal, you only
no,
have
no
Oh,
spinner.
you have Quackable as your spinner. You have
Oh,
Scizor
yeah,
as your
yeah.
defogger. You have Murkrow as your defogger if you want to do that.
Yeah. Go default. Yeah.
So hazard isn't the greatest because you take up a slot on Scizor and Quackable, who wants to be more offensive usually. But obviously, since in that deck Scizor has Roost and stuff, it can be more defensive, I guess.
Yeah. Bulky Scizor.
Yeah. I don't know. I like to see him a lot, like offensively.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah. It's got plenty of offensive threats.
I will
especially
say,
with
yeah, go ahead.
Quackable being able to snowball.
True.
But I don't like. I don't know. I feel like Rabombi Terra is basically worthless. And at that point, you might as well. It's basically a choice. Like, I feel like you Terra or Necrozma.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I feel like you either Terra Necrozma or just keep Surledge and Terra Articuno. I feel like Galarian Articuno Terra's like really good.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you could Terra, Galarian Arcana,
I like
and
that
keep.
more, honestly.
Yeah. Rabombi's not even a great Terra captain.
Yeah, it's kind of whatever. I mean, offensive Vombi, I guess, can do some, I guess, but depends.
No, but especially because Rabombi can do stuff with Terra, but since it's open Terra, that's like the one Terra style that Rabombi can actually capitalize on, which is like surprise Terra. If you know its Terra type, Rabombi really isn't doing much except just tearing like Fairy or Bug and hitting a little harder.
Yeah. Which could be good on specs, but it's kind of
Yeah.
Another thing I was gonna say is, besides Rabombi, like, there's no really special breaker on this team. Like, you have special attackers, and Dragapult and Necrozma can be special, and Rabombi and Galarian Articuno, I guess, but they're not. There aren't really some breakers. They kind of need time to get going. Like,
they kind of need specs to actually break.
yeah, exactly. So on that side, I guess that's one thing that's lacking. I also think I don't know. I think just because the nature of this team, it's very offensive. Like hazards and removal aren't going to be consistent, which just makes sense for being offensive.
100%. This is leaning hyper offense.
I don't know. You got that Aron to do that. The fear.
Fear, but it doesn't. There's no sandstorm.
It could wait, for what?
Sandstorm's the Aron. The Aron Fear Strat is Sandstorm with Shovel.
Oh. Well, we'll see.
Because then it can't actually, because it doesn't get quick attack or anything.
Yeah.
It can't actually finish the job.
Does any of Mons get Sandstorm? I don't know. Anyways.
Aron might get it.
True. Yeah. I don't know. Where would you put this team?
I mean, this is definitely below Lex's team. I just think, like, yes, it's better offensively, but if it does get caught out, it's kind of over.
Mhm.
Lex can fall back on his great defensive mons.
True. Yeah.
Maybe not on the physical side, but these can still do things.
Yeah. I agree. I
But
agree.
I mean, defensive Necrozma can do. I feel like King Gambit. That's kind of it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the rest of his mons aren't really taking hits that well.
Yeah.
Quaquaple can, Scizor can, but they have their own problems in that regard. And then non-Terra Articuno isn't doing anything,
Mhm.
really. I really think that it needs to Terra to be useful.
Yeah, I agree on that.
He's got like 7 points of just dead space at the bottom. Murkrow, yes, can set up stuff, but that's about it.
Mhm.
Like setting up Tailwind and dying.
Yeah. Which could be good for like Quackable and
I
Scizor
mean,
and
like,
Cerledge and Necrozma to get started because their speeds are kind
yeah.
of middle.
Problem with
Actually,
that
that's
is
another
that,
thing. His team has
like,
some funny speed tiers. Dragapult, I'm pretty
oh
sure
yeah,
just falls off to Quackable or Gyarados.
I don't know how fast Mega Gyarados is.
I think it's like 100, maybe 95. I
Yeah,
don't know.
Quackable is like 85. Gyarados. Let's look. No, it's 81. It's not
Oh,
any faster
Gyarados is
than
higher.
normal Gyarados.
Oh, interesting. Okay,
Yeah.
well,
Uh, then is it Quackable at 85? Does it drop from Dragapult to?
I think Cerulege is
No way.
also 85. So
Okay. So it drops from Dragapult Rabombi down to Quaquable and
yeah,
Surlich.
yeah, little funny, but yeah.
That's gonna allow for some mons to be a little stronger and a little bulkier than they should be.
Mhm.
Anything that falls short of these these really high speed tiers with Dragapult and Rabombi are just gonna be super strong or super bulky.
Yeah, you're right.
And then
I
at that point, if they're just a little too bulky and you can't secure like clean 2-hit KOs, this team's not gonna fare very well.
mhm. I think
You need,
this is a B tier team.
yeah,
What do you think?
yeah. This is B tier for now.
All right. Next up, Ethan,
Going on to
Batini baby.
Timmy Baby Los
Iron
Ratones.
Valiant round 3? What?
I don't know. This one I expected 100%. I knew this was coming. So,
So the double fairy instantly, Valiant Clefable, offensive and
I
defensive
go Fable.
ish.
Yeah,
The Blazer can
yeah.
be pretty good.
This can
Um,
100% can.
yeah. I
Thunderous
think
is good.
Terra Zygarde is really really good.
Terra Zygarde and Terra Duraludon can do some work.
Yeah, that's true.
Mega Scizor is Mega Scizor.
Yeah, I mean great on that guy. He's got
Um,
Grimmsnarl for like the screen stuff.
yeah,
Which I
especially
guess
with
his
SD
mons, yeah, can
SD
take
Scizor. Like,
his mons can take decent advantage of that. Like
yeah, a lot of these mons have
Set up
good
Valiant,
set.
SD Blaziken, Astropod Thunderous, Dragon Dancer, Coil, Zygarde, ST Scizor. Pretty good for this team, I would say.
Yeah,
And he's got that really good fast momentum with Grimmsnarl, and he's got that slow momentum with Flipturtle Lomola, so I like that.
yeah. Having both of those can. What are the speed tiers like?
Um,
Valiant to what? Thunderous?
that's actually, I play him week 1, so I was looking at that. I'm pretty sure Valiant's
Yeah,
as fast as Mon, and then Thunderous, and then like Zygarde.
was
So there's
Zygarde.
some gap between
Zygarde's
Valiant
like,
and Thunderous.
Zygarde's what, like 95, I think?
95, yeah.
Which isn't too
Yeah,
bad.
his team isn't fast. His like actual like really fast Mon is Valiant, which can boost your speed and be even faster. But like other than that,
Yeah,
Thunderous is 101, and then everything's slower than that. So his team isn't like fast in any way. But
it's really just Valiant and Blaziken having their speed
yeah,
gimmicks.
exactly.
But I mean, it doesn't. You don't really need a fast team.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm. What? In terms of hazards, left rocks, right?
Yeah, you got Cliff and Duraludon with the rocks.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that's it.
Yeah. What? And what is? Does Thunderous get defog?
Yeah, Thunder's gets defog.
Thunderous defogs Mega Sizzle or
Sizzle or
defog?
defog. It's just those two with defog.
That's
Not
that's
not too reliable.
horrendous removal.
Yeah.
Neither of those mons want to run defog.
Yeah.
They have better uses for that
Mm.
move slot. I mean, I don't know, but this isn't really. This is like a kind of team that can run you over really fast, especially with Valiant, and if Blaziken gets in,
Mm-hmm.
especially with Grimmsnarl, screens, parting shot into it. If you don't have at least a dark type, it's gonna be like kind of free momentum into that.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
I think
it
Grimmsnarl. Yeah, go ahead.
might not need the removal all that much.
Yeah, I mean,
It's obviously nice to have,
yeah.
but
No, I agree with that. Yeah, I think having like screens HO with all these setup mons and then like being able to fall back on Clefable and Lomomola and I guess Duraludon is like your defensive stuff is like a really nice
yeah,
balance kind of team, I guess.
yeah. I think Ethan's gonna be forced to play very aggressively, or he's gonna lose to Hazard Chip.
Yeah, I can see that. Um, yeah, I was gonna say this is for about Mateo's team as well, but there's no grounded poison, so like
Oh yeah,
that's a little annoying for T-Spikes. Um,
especially when you don't have
yeah,
good removal.
yeah, so that might be a problem.
You don't really need a grounded poison as long as you have the removal to make up for it.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't have either, it can get a little tricky.
Yeah, yeah.
But I mean, Pikachu.
Pikachu.
So I think
Dude, Ethan's had Pikachu on like 2 or 3 teams. He just doesn't. He always says he's gonna bring it, and he just doesn't. So I don't know.
I mean, he might cook.
I might.
Pikachu might cook. All right, I think this goes in between. I like it better than Mateo's, but
Yeah.
not as much as Lex's team.
Yeah, I will say, like offensively, I think I like it more. I think Terra Zygarde is like really, really, really good.
Yeah, I feel
I
like
think-
A tier below Lex.
Yeah, I think if this Ethan's team was more built like Mateo's team, then it might be better. Like if Clefable and Alomola were like more offensive mons, I think it'd be really, really good. But it's not bad
Yeah.
regardless. It's just Clefable
I
and
feel like
Alomola
without,
don't give like the
Yeah.
defensive stuff that you need, all of it.
yeah,
They're really great defensive mons, obviously, but they don't give all the stuff that you really want if you have. All of it.
yeah, he doesn't really have a proper special wall either.
True. You really just got
True.
Clef. I mean, they can both do it, but yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, like he doesn't have anything like a low king.
So you thinking low A or high B?
I'm thinking low A,
Okay, I agree with that.
just because like Clefable and Alomomola, or actually not Clefable because of Magic Art, but Alomomola is kind of out of place as a defensive mon without hazard control on the team. Actually, I guess they both shrug off hazards. Although Alomomola does not appreciate getting poisoned by
Yeah.
T-Spikes.
Yeah,
So
true.
that
I mean, Alomola runs boots a lot, but depends. Then I guess you're forced into boots. You can't run too many guns. But boots isn't too bad because you just regen everything off. So
yeah.
yeah, I think A for now is fine.
Yeah. Alright, on to what I think is probably the worst team.
Yeah, it might be actually. Under my team,
Pick Megaladios for some reason. Like
Megaladios
what?
is allowed. Megaladios is broken. Megaladios is fine. But we'll see.
Megaladios, Zeraora, Tusk, Empoleon, Chiyu, Sneasler, Terra Superior, Gothorita. I mean, you got the hazards, you got removal, you got some actually a lot of special attackers, some hard hitting special attackers. Superior needs time to set up, but other than that, we'll hit pretty hard down the road. Zeraora, Sneasler for your physical stuff. Zeraora can go both ways, but more so physical. Empoleon, if you can capitalize, if you can punish like a sloppy webs and blow them up.
No one's clicking web. I don't think anyone's gonna set up webs into Empoleon Superior. So
yeah, I mean, even if they don't think about that, they're just gonna be like, oh, Tusk is just gonna spin them off for free.
True.
Like, if you want them gone, you can get them off.
Hey, can we talk about Tusk 4th pick? Why did no one pick that guy?
I don't know. I guess no one wanted him.
Interesting.
Bro's a fraud. Guess you have to beat the allegations.
I don't know if anyone said he was a fraud.
Clearly, everyone was saying that.
Right.
Actions speak words, bro.
I guess so.
Right. Brioni and El Creamy are just kind of looking there. They're just existing.
They're coming for
I mean,
sure. They're not there for no reason.
They can do some defensive things. El Creamy can do things. Eevee Brioni isn't worthless. Gothorita can do some shenanigans with Shadow Tag.
Yep.
So, there's that. I mean, defensively, didn't really have a strictly defensive mon. Nothing's like an actual wall. But a lot of these mons, like Tusk and Empoleon, can go bulky. Megaladios can go bulky.
I mean, Tusk got that 131 defense, like one something HP. Empoleon got that 90 something HP and 101 special SPDF. That's basically what I was thinking.
If you actually invest, they can be very bulky on those sides. But you don't have like a Slowking or a Lamoral.
Yeah, I kind of wanted more offensive mons this time.
Yeah. I mean, you have a lot of the hyper offense qualities. Honestly, the only thing you're missing to be hyper offense is like webs. That's really it. But with the speed tiers of the speed of Sneasler and Zeraora, you really don't need that much web support.
Webs aren't. I don't think any webs at all. Because Megaladios is 110, Superior is 113, Zeraora is 143. Tusk is slow, but that's fine. Empoleon is also slow, but that's fine. Chiyu's 100, which is fine, and Sneasler's 120. I think those are all fine, in my opinion.
I mean, Tusk doesn't have to be slow.
Yeah, Tusk can just boost your speed as well, so it's just like no problem.
It can go boost your speed. It freaking tickles the opponents, but that's okay.
Yeah, I can just boost your speed, bulk up, like that's a thing.
Yeah, you gotta actually set up after though.
That's
you gotta call out the matchup on that.
True, yeah. So
but I mean,
I was just gonna run down. So I was gonna say, especially I got some great mons. Latios Superior, Chiyu. Physically, I got some great mons. Zeraora, great Tusk, Sneasler. I got some great removal and great Tusk, the goat. I have Defog and Polion. Defog superior, kind of in that. Defensively, I was
Yeah.
thinking just Tuscan and Polion can do a lot of the work. I might be restricted into some of that, but hopefully I don't think too much. I have a Ground of Poison. I don't have a Ghost type, so I can't really prevent Rapid Spin as well. But I can prevent Defog very well in Superior and Empoleon.
Yeah.
Yep, that's basically, yeah.
I mean, not even so much prevent, just punish, like
Yeah.
win the game off it.
Like, I'm assuming people don't want to click Defog if I bring either of those mons.
Yeah, I mean, they click defog into superior. I think you just win on the spot, especially if you happen to be running a leech seed set. I think you just win immediately.
Just miss every move.
Leech sub
Mm-hmm.
+1 evasion.
Mm-hmm.
Game over.
It's over.
All right. So I don't see any like big weakness here, which is more than I can say for the previous 3 teams. They don't have huge holes, but there is definitely a weakness to be exploited on the rest of these. I don't see any clear weakness. So I mean, just for that, that has to go at least at the top of A.
Alright. I mean, I can agree with that.
We can move it up if the other teams aren't. I'm assuming that there's going to be teams that are going to be very good.
Yeah. Which
we can move it up later
see
if
and we'll
necessary.
arrange as we can. So.
All right, on to Ethan Ting, runner-up of last season.
Yes.
Moving away from the Sunbeam.
Drafting Chansey again. Just funny. So this is what I mean. Ethan obviously is a great player. I like how the way he drafts because he doesn't go just for a lot of good mons. He takes all these kind of like middling mons, but like works them really well. So I like how he does that.
Yeah,
I like to see how he works. No Terra Gyarados, Bombardier, Hitmonlee, Rotopan. I think that'll be interesting to watch.
Yeah, those are a little peculiar.
I thought he was going to Terra Goldengo, but I guess not. Goldengo without Terra is still a great mod, so...
I mean, it's still Goldengo, like, come on.
Terra Glamora and Terra Flagon, I think, are really good Terra captains. Like, set up Glamora with, like, Rock Polish Meteor Beam, Terraing into, like, defensively. I think that's, like, really good. Terra Flagon with, like, Dragon Dance and Scale Shot and all that stuff is pretty cool.
100%, yeah.
And Corviknight's there. Great, super great defensive mod. Yeah. Corviknight and Chansey kind of cover that defensive core like all together. So
yeah,
he's got that.
I mean, and then Goldengo can kind of pick up the scraps. Of a lot of that.
And the obvious thing is Goldengo Glamora. So getting rid of the Glamora hazards are going to be annoying. Yeah.
100%. I mean, not for you. Not for you.
Oh yeah.
That's what that's what Great Tusk is for.
Exactly. But he's got the Corviknight to come in on the Great Tusk every time, so I don't know. He's got Mega Aerodactyl, which I think is a super great Mega. Unfortunately, it was not used too much last season.
A little bit of a mishap with the.
Yeah. But it almost swept my team. Like I had a super tough time prepping for it when I did play it. Like I needed, you need priority against Mega Aerodactyl because it's so fast and it can Dragon Dance and then boost its attack and super outspeed you and do a ton of damage with Tough Claws and moves. It's like I think it's a really good, really good mon. Mega specifically. But I guess you have that and then special setup in Volcarona as well, which is pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, just its stats are crazy. Mega Aerodactyl, like 150 base speed. It's literally just the fastest mon around. No, I don't actually think it's the fastest drafted mon.
I think it was the fastest mon drafted, yeah.
because no one drafted Regieleki or Deoxys Speed.
Yeah. I'm surprised no one drafted Deoxys Speed. That guy's really good. I love Deoxys.
I think people were just kind of hesitant to spend 19 points on a Terra Band Mon.
I guess so. But yeah.
But
I don't know much to say about Gyarados, Bombardier, Himalayan, Ronan Fen. They can
yeah,
work. Like,
those have.
Bombardier is a rocker, so I guess he has that. Gyarados, just one electric move, just kills it. So, Dragonets could do stuff maybe. You could run like defensive, intimidate, Thunder Wave. I almost said roost, like Thunder Wave stuff. I don't know, taunt.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, speaking of hazards, well, we were talking about Glamora.
Yeah, I mean Glimmera. That's literally
That's
the
so
hazard.
funny. He has a lot of rockers though.
That is the hazard
Yeah.
Mon.
He does have rocks, Aerodactyl, Flygon, Chansey, Bombardier, so he has a lot of rockers. Removal, he's got a Goat removal and Corviknight. He has Bombardier, no, what am I saying? He has Rapid Spin, Hitmonlee, Defog, and Run of Fan, so Corviknight itself
Mortal
is a very great defogger. He has a Mortal Spin, yeah, sure. And Alolan Ninetales at the bottom there could very much help Volcarona and Aerodactyl set up. That could be, that's a crazy combo right there.
Yeah, 100%. Aurora Veil into those twos.
Yeah.
Even Flygon as well.
Yeah, like Terra Flygon, exactly. And just Terra Glamora. Like, those 4 mons in the middle kind of can all 4 just like set up behind a veil and do really well.
100%, yes.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Like
I like this team. I think there's a lot of the marks of a team get checked off, so.
Yeah, I mean, no huge defensive weakness at all. I mean, Corviknight and Chansey are like probably one of the best Pokemon in walling their respective side.
Yeah, exactly.
And then Goldango's great. It's just an all-around defensive mon if you run it bulky.
So honestly, I was thinking of putting this above Lex, below me. I don't know if you agree with that.
I don't know, because I feel like, I mean, because Mega Aerodactyl is kind of a dirty fast mon in the sense that it can't run a Scarf because it is a Mega. It's not truly as fast as it seems.
I guess.
So there's that weakness. Goldango's not super bulky, so if it gets called out coming in to block a defog or a spin, it's not going to end well for him. Volcarona, non-Terra Volcarona has some big problems. You're required to run boots. Otherwise, it's not doing anything.
Yeah.
And then you just get hit by, even behind Veil, if you get hit by a competent rock move, you're still gonna die. So there's some holes to be poked in this team, so yeah, I'd agree. Say below you works for now.
Okay, we can do that, yep.
See if maybe it makes its way to the top as you move up. Okay, so off rip, this is gonna be our first S tier team. This is like be for real.
Terrain plus rain combo
with bundle.
With bundle. That bundle is like just like supercharged. It's actually crazy.
Electric terrain, rain boosted iron bundle.
That's crazy. If he hits his hydro pumps, that is, you know. I mean, Iron Fraud, you know, is known to miss his hydro pumps. I have lost in
Okay.
playoffs because this fraud has missed a Hydropump on a Hisuian Arcanine. So I hate Iron Bundle, but that's his goat for Andrew. So
I mean, let's see what we got in the other categories. So obviously we have a special breaker. Like, come on, look at Iron Bundle.
mm-hmm.
Uh, Terra Jugulus,
Their Jugos is really good. And Electric Turn
Terra
is really good.
Terra Kingdra,
Again, Terra Kingdra and Rain, super good.
uh, Mega Lopunny,
Mm-hmm.
Physical Breaker, right there. Jirachi Shenanigans, Dhelmise for the removal.
Mm-hmm.
Flareon is
Flareon, Glimmet, and the Riolu are there.
Flareon. I mean, Glimmet's kind of free hazards.
Sure, if he wants to run it like that, yeah.
I mean, I feel like that's the only viable way to actually run Glimmet.
Yeah.
Unless you want to be like Sash and just like hits one thing pretty hard.
I mean,
Something
you probably
especially
will
for
be Sash for hazards.
Yeah, it'll be Sash for hazards, but if you want to train it up to hit something,
Mm-hmm.
some specially frail mon, like even something like Valiant. Like Valiant will lose 1v1 to Glimmet when it just clicks
Wait,
Sludge Wave.
I really wanted the Sludge Wave Oko. Do you think?
Valiant's so frail. On the special side, Valiant
Yeah,
is
yeah.
super frail. Yeah, that's definitely killing. And Glimmet has 105 special attack. It's not bad.
Oh yeah, for sure kills. Not even at max
Yeah,
special attack investment.
like
Like if you Scarf
Valiant.
Limit to
Yeah.
bring that guy off guard, that go crazy.
Scarf?
Yeah.
Scarf?
Yeah. What?
You're still not outspeeding Valiant. It's probably booster speed.
Well, if he's not booster speed,
You just run Sash.
yeah, you'd probably just do that. Never mind, you can't outspeed Valiant. Never mind.
Yeah, you just run Sash.
I'm yapping.
Glimmet's like base 30 speed.
It's actually base 60. So there you go.
It's base 60? Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
Crazy speed.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think
Mega Lop is a great Mega as well. So.
yeah, I think we got all the boxes. Dhelmise isn't the greatest of removal though.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. That's his only
I
removal.
mean, it's solid though. Like it's not an awful mon. But like let's look at its bulks.
I guess Coco
I
could
know
defog as well. So.
I know that it hits pretty hard. Yeah, it has 131 attack, but 70 HP, 100 defense, 90 SPDF. I mean, that's pretty good, but its typing isn't really helping it out.
Yeah.
I don't know. It can threaten things that try to block its spin, though. It can punish ghost types for trying to block the spin pretty well. Because it gets Poltergeist. Alright. Does he get Poltergeist?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, Poltergeist hits very hard. Alright. So, I mean, are you fine with just putting this in S tier?
Yeah, I think this. I'm down to put an S tier. Andrew knows how to. I guess draft some crazy teams. His team last season was an S tier as well. So.
Yeah, I told him to cook.
Yeah.
He delivered.
He was able to get Coco and Bundle initially, and then Politoed was there for the range, so it was just supercharged Bundle.
Yeah.
And then Terra Jugulus with E-Terrain plus no Miss Hurricane, and Terra Kendra as well. It's just gonna go crazy. I really like it. Alright, first S tier is Andrew's team.
Yeah.
Next.
Alright, let's go on to Josh.
Josh's team. Oh,
We
Josh
got,
is up next, actually.
yeah, Mega Mobile, Meows, Exca, Elephant, Terra, Landers, Incarnate.
I think
I mean, this is
Josh went more offensive. Obviously.
this is hyper offensive I've ever seen it. It's literally shuck a lead,
Yeah, Shuckle Web
come
is
out
pretty good
guns
into
blazing.
this.
It's literally shuck a lead, come out guns blazing. Like
Yeah.
that is this team.
Yeah. Terra Lando is
And
crazy. You can boost your force moves. It's pretty good.
yeah, I don't know, a multiplicative modifier on that.
Mega
Meows.
Moel, strongest mon in the game. Attack stat wise.
Like, wow, hit you like a truck if you let it. Hydreigon can get some stuff going if it can set up.
I love
Even
Hydreigon as
just
like a support
yeah.
move. Like I ran like taunt toxic on it a lot when I used it.
Yeah,
Like
you
a
can do
stall
that as
breaker.
well. Yeah, Stallbreaker. Palafin with
Palafin,
huge.
yeah, Palafin with
priority.
webs is pretty nice because 100's good, but with webs it makes it even better. You just spam wave crashes. Excadrill also
Good removal.
appreciates. Yeah, Excadrill's great rocker and spinner. You got it there. Excadrill also kind of appreciates webs as well.
Yeah.
Jolteon's there for your fast electric. Mienshao can be
Yeah.
like an AV regen mon, which isn't terrible.
100%. Can do a lot of things. I mean, I feel like the team's pretty flexible.
Yeah.
But obviously, as hyper offense does, it doesn't really have too much on the defensive side of things.
Yeah, exactly.
Which I'd say keeps it up S tier, but when it comes to offense, it has it.
True. I think.
Especially if they can't deny Shuckle.
He might have an over reliance on Shuckle. I don't know if he will, but even without it, it's still fine, perfectly fine. Also, he has Gulpin, which is the goat. So there you go.
Oh, true. Wait. Oh my god. He was just so strong that my eyes couldn't comprehend it. It actually took you pointing it out for me to see it.
Like I was gonna say, he has no grounded poison. It's kind of docks points, but he's got Gulpin right there.
Oh my god, bro. And I mean, it also, he doesn't really need a grounded poison because if your spinner's a steel type,
Yeah. True.
it's kind of the same.
Yeah, I like this team a lot. I think, like what else do we have compared to like Ethan's team? I think I like Ethan's team more, because it's kind of similarly built, but Ethan has more just kind of stuff to deal with certain things that maybe Josh couldn't.
Yeah.
So I think.
I feel like this goes between Ethan T and Lex.
Or just Ethan. Ethan T. Oh, Ethan T and Lex. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it goes below Ethan. I thought I think Ethan's team's better, in my opinion.
I don't know. Maybe let's look at Ethan. Did we do that? Yeah, Ethan below. I don't know. I'd also agree, but I don't know.
I guess Ethan has more supporting, more offense to more. What am I saying? More support to support his offense.
Yeah.
But Josh is just offense, so I guess it's a little different in that way.
Yeah, but I mean, it does the offense very well.
Yeah, you're right. So I guess you could
like
move it above if you want, if you value it. If you
I don't know.
value them more.
I don't know. Wait. I don't know. I did. I think Ethan's team is better, but I also think that Josh's team is better than Lex's team.
Mm,
If that makes sense. I think maybe we
I see.
switch those two. I don't know.
We can just put. I'm perfectly fine putting Josh's team between Ethan T and Lex's team. I think that's fair.
Yeah, we can do a final go through later. On to our champion of last season.
Joshua Liebermanin.
Yeah.
Go. This season,
Cortana.
trying to prove Tapu Bulu's the better terrain setter, according to him.
Yeah.
It's
He
not.
he made a choice. He chose to
He did.
take Tapu Bulu over Rillaboom.
He did.
So we'll see. I mean,
I was gonna say this team is actually insane. Because Terra
yeah, this team
Halucha
is very strong.
is really, really good.
Terra Halucha, Terra Comfey.
If people don't deal with Terra Halucha with his Unburden, it's just gonna go. It's just gonna go nuts.
Like Terra Halucha, Terra Comfey is just crazy.
Terra Comfey's great as well. Yeah. He has Mega Sableye again, very annoying. But he drafted it. I don't think Sableye fits as well on this team as it did his last season team.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Because obviously Mega Sableye is much more at home in a stall team. I mean, it's hazard denial. I mean, looking at hazards, does he have great removal?
He's got Defog Gliscor, Defog Halucha, Defog Silvally, Defog Comfey, Defog Driftblim. A lot of defoggers.
A lot of defoggers.
No
I
spinners
think
though. So
Halucha does not want to run defog ever.
yeah, so especially with Terra. I guess you could run defensive Terra Halucha. I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah, I feel like Gliscor's the only mon that should actually be terroring. I think Cortana also gets defog.
Oh, it does. Yeah, you're right.
I mean, not like you want it to be defogging, but it has it. So yeah, I mean,
Silvally with all its different forms could be a little interesting.
Yeah, 100%.
Also, Driftblim with the Unburden as well. There's that.
Yeah, Driftblim Unburden, and then Klutzer in the back.
He's there.
And
about that, I was gonna say he has almost 0 special attackers. Like,
he's got Comfey.
It's got Comfey, which isn't like strong at all, and he has Klutzer, which it's a Klutzer. Not saying it's not strong, but it's a Klutzer.
And Driftblim, bro.
Exactly, but he has no special breaking power at all. Like,
yeah, with I guess other than stored power on Comfey, but that's not really.
But again, that takes a lot of time to get going.
Yeah.
So I think that's a little annoying. A lot of physical attackers, which isn't the greatest. Silvally can go special, but like having multi attack is really nice. So
yeah, I mean, multi attack is really most of the reason why Silvally is any good at all, because of how strong it is.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think I like this team as much as the A tiers. I think I like Ethan's team better than Josh's.
Yeah, I mean,
I think it's really, really good because the physical mons are super good, but he only has physical mons.
Yeah.
Which isn't really what you want. Like Corviknight just beats this entire team. Corviknight beats Cortana, Gliscor, Bulu, Halucha, Excalibur, Silvally. Beats Comfey. And more. So. Yeah. But he could be able to use it just overrunning like a overbearing amount of physical like presence with Cortana, Terra Halucha backs maybe, but I don't know. He did draft mons that he likes to use, so that he wanted.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe Terra Fire, Terra Electric Hawlucha can break through Corviknight.
It could, yeah. Just with the Swordsness, it definitely could.
So he has ways around it. But if they have more than one, like, great physical Pokemon, it's not gonna end well for him if he can't. If Hawlucha can't deal with both of them with the Terra, it might be pretty bad.
Oh.
So yeah, you're thinking B tier then?
I don't know. I wasn't actually thinking BT. I was just thinking below Ethan and A tier. I think.
Below Ethan and A tier.
I think. I don't know.
But does this belong with Mateo's team? Because Mateo's team isn't like so much worse than the rest of
No,
them.
you're right. I think we can do a B tier. Above Mateo's team though, I don't know.
I don't like lack of special attackers.
But then again,
And
that's kind of the problem with Mateo's, but Mateo's is kind of mitigated, so.
also doesn't. He can't really set hazards of his own because he doesn't have a spinner. He has only defog.
I'm perfectly fine putting it below.
Yeah, I think for now this is the bottom of the tier list.
But we're gonna put it here, and then he's just gonna sweep every week with Holuch. That's I'm telling you, that's what's gonna happen.
Oh yeah, 100%. We're gonna put him at the bottom, and he's still gonna win.
Yep, for sure.
Okay, on to the best team. All right, put it at the top of us.
The worst
Go.
team?
Go put it at the top of us. Do it.
I don't know about that.
Come on.
Alright, so looking at James' team, another rain team. 2 rain teams? What? Crazy work.
One of them's actually a rain team. One of them's got rain on the side.
Oh, he's got Andrews is for sure a rain team. He's got Kingdra and what's his name? Jugulus and Bundle. That's rain. Whatever. Yours is hard rain team. So I guess there's a difference there.
This is all rain.
This is say very good rain team. Terra Archaludon can go crazy. Terra Vikavolt can go crazy. Both can go crazy in rain. I think every single mon here takes advantage of rain. Aegislash loses its fire weakness, and it's just a great, super good mon in general. Zapdos got that thunder and hurricane. Fourth, the Ferrothorn loses its quad weakness. Allotsire's just a good defensive, especially defensive wall. Basculegion, Swiftswim, Tentacruel, Rain Dish, defensive mon, Spin, T-Spikes, Toxic, Rapid Spin, Knockoff. Pretty good. Swampert to be that breaking offensive breaker with that Swift Swim. And then Morgrim, which can set up screens like for a bulk up Swampert or like a Swordsdance, Aegislash, or Curse Clodsire? I don't know.
Curse Godsire. Like a Chaladon or something. Just to get electro shots off.
A lot of electro shots will be used.
100%. Especially with Terra Ice as an option.
Terra Ice.
I mean, the offensive.
No, yeah, for sure.
I mean, Terra Grass is probably better as long as it can hit whatever ground type I'm carrying.
By grounds, so there you go. I don't know. I like this team. You got all the hazards there in Ferrothorn. You got removers in Pelifog, Pelipper, Zapdos,
Pelifog,
Tentacruel. You got a ground type. You got a poison type, ghost type, steel type. It's a good team. I mean, you don't have too many type differences, I would say, but like you don't really need that in rain because it's rain. So, like I was gonna say like an electric type or like a freeze dry mon might smoke through this team, but like it really doesn't because Aegislash is there and Ferrothorn is there, so that's not bad at all. And for the electric types, you have Archaludon and Clodsire and Ferrothorn. Ferrothorn's just a great rain mon defensively. It's really cool.
My goat.
Yeah. I don't know. For this team, in your opinion, where would you put it? I just want to hear your thing.
Alright, let's look.
It is your team after all.
It is my team after all. Alright, let's start from the top and work our way down. I mean, I got a better hazard game than Andrew's team. I mean, on both ends, in terms of setting up and taking him off. My advantage state is obviously better than his. He is not that invested in Rain. I obviously have the best advantage state. If I can keep Rain up, I'll just win every match. It's just gonna be if my opponent can keep Rain off. That's really it. Or at least survive until Rain stops. Because I don't think any team is really surviving too many hits when I have Rain up.
Yeah.
Like even stuff like Toxapex isn't even that great because of Mega Swampert and because of Zapdos and Archelodon. And,
yeah.
I mean, it's just the coverage of it. And then, obviously, I have Hella Swift Swim. Well, I actually was thinking of more, but I guess I only have the 2 Swift Swimmers. but the rest of my mons still vastly benefit from Rain in some way. Or Morgrum's honestly the only mon that doesn't benefit from Rain in some capacity. I guess Clodsire as well. Yeah, Clodsire as well. Those two.
Yeah.
I mean, Clodsire is also there, so I don't get like my Rain used against me just to soak the water moves. I mean, I also have other options for that.
Yeah, I was gonna say that I like this team from the beginning, but the more I looked at it, the more like talked about it, like the more I like it a lot. Like I like it a lot more than I initially did. So.
I mean, my only issue with it is that my special attackers are vastly slower than my physical attackers because both of my main physical attackers are Swift Swimmers.
True.
But I mean,
you could say that you have an over-reliance on Rain, maybe. Like if Rain isn't up, your team isn't too good.
Yeah. But I mean,
but I don't think that should be too much of a problem, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's still Aegis Slash and Archelodon. Once you get a couple electro shots off,
yeah,
you don't really need the Rain anymore. As long as I do what I need to do while Rain is up, I won't have to keep it up.
Yeah.
I mean, just Ferrothorn and Rain I really like. Ferrothorn Clodsire is just gonna do everything.
True. So yeah, I was gonna say top of A. I don't know if it's S. I just think Andrew's team is like better. Not a better Rain team. I think it's just a better team in general.
Yeah, I think yeah, I feel like overall it's better, but my matchup is kind of cracked into him.
Matchup wise, I can see that.
Yeah, my matchup's actually insane. Bundle, if I stop Bundle, I think I just win on the spot in the matchup.
Yeah, I guess Bundle smokes your team.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, Max Physdef Clodsire can like take a hit.
Physdef or Spidef?
Spidef. My bad.
Yeah, I think we should put it at the top of A above me. I think that's worth it.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Awesome. Next to Brian's team. He drafted how many Shell Smashers? 1, 2, 3. Smeargle.
3
4
and
Shell Smashers.
It's a miracle, bruh.
So he did this
And
because he can Terra 2 Shell Smashers. We tried telling him not to do this because it's not fun, because these players aren't too experienced. I mean, like, we could deal with him, because you know he's gonna Shell Smash.
yeah,
But
this guy's literally just like, if you bring 6 mirror herbs, fine, I'll just lose.
yeah, like, whatever,
He's
bro. Like, come on.
said this multiple times.
Like, come on. And I think because of that, because he's doing this, his team isn't too great, because that's what his plan was.
Yeah, it's not very balanced.
Like, he has no physical attackers. Like, Cloister and Torterra, obviously, but it needs a Shell Smash. Which I guess,
Yeah,
like, they can get up Shell Smashers, obviously, but, like,
I mean,
this team relies on Shell Smash. Lele is a great special mod that can just be there. Like, Togekiss, Gudra, and Skeldurge defensively are fine. Umbreon's defensively is good. Like, he has Hoopa there as well, I guess. You can Scarf Hoopa to do something.
yeah,
Cloth
Smeargle's
is
nice to
chill.
have. Cloth is doing nothing. Like even if Anger Shell pops off, like it's not even that good after
Yeah,
an Anger Shell.
yeah. And like Pex, his team is good defensively. I will say he's got Togekiss, Gudra, Skeleturge, Toxapex, Umbreon. Like that's really good defensively.
Yeah.
But his his offensive breaking power basically solely relies on getting up Shell Smashes, which is his plan. That's what he wanted to do. And with Terra, it will help him for sure.
Yeah, I mean the problem is, I mean Poltegeist is going to be frail unless you Terra into a resist. And Cloister has comparable SpDef to Cortana. Like that's not good.
Yeah.
I mean, if he gets the Shell Smashes off, he can get some stuff done.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, if you get a Shell Smash off, like, you'll basically sweep, right? That's just how that move works, so.
That's a big if.
Like, overall, the team, I don't like the team. I personally don't like the team.
Yeah.
But it is a Brian team. That's what he wanted to do, so. I think this goes below Josh Newman's team.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. We're going to have to re-tier this at the end. I think this is I think this is a B tier team. But compared to the rest, I don't think it is. So we're going to have to redo it at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to put this below Lieberman's team, but I think we can re-tier this later.
I think we go to our last coach and leave our special guest for the last to be ranked.
Sure. Okay. So Max's team. Terra Magnezone and Gengar. I like. He really wants to use Magnet Pull and trap steel types. I guess he wants to do that.
I mean,
really
with Terra,
into,
I can do it.
What was that?
With Terra, I can totally do it.
Terra, it's Terra Fire, Terra Ground, those fire types, or those steel types.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And he really likes Manectric for some reason. So.
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing with that.
And Terra Gengar is good as well. Like offensively.
Terra Gengar.
100%. I think his team, he's got like it is, I want to say more offensive, but then he's got Tinglu and Skarmory, so it's not really.
Yeah.
I don't know. This team, it's like there's no like high tier mod, right? There's not something to look at and be like, oh yeah, that thing's obviously gonna do well. Like,
yeah,
you kind of got Weavile and Cinderace, which are kind of just like your basic offensive physical mods. Like they're good. You got, and then your special on the special side, you have Feeny, Alakazam, and Gengar. Like Terra Gengar offensively, I think is gonna do really good. Alakazam, not too sure of. strong,
I mean,
fast,
I
and has good
feel like
coverage. But
Alakazam has too much overlap with Gengar though.
yeah, they do the same thing basically. You're right.
They're too close to each other.
Yeah, but Feeney's good for super Pokemon. Can set up taunt. Water Fairy is one of the best typings in the game. So,
Yeah.
and having Misty Terrain is always a benefit for your team. There's no Mon that really wants the
Especially
status on this team.
with
So
especially with Tinglu.
yeah,
Tinglu with Misty Terrain is definitely very helpful.
yeah, you can hazard stack with Tinglu. That guy's there for. You can Gengar's like an offensive spin blocker, which is nice. And Skarmory can also set up those hazards as well. Good defensive Mon. I guess there's only like special Mons might be really good in this team. Feeney's obviously great special, has a good special defense. So I guess it's like not too bad on that. This is like a balanced build. It's not.
I mean,
there's nothing too crazy anywhere. I don't think.
I mean, this Spadef side is Feeny Tinglu.
Yeah. And you got Scarm for physically. I mean, Tinglu's just bulky in general.
Yeah, but I feel like Feeny needs more help than Skarmory does.
Yeah.
Just because Feeny isn't a purely defensive Mon. Or Skarmory's not purely defensive, but it needs to set up to be offensive.
Yeah. I don't know. I think, yeah, this team, I don't think there's anything like that stands out in this team. I think it's just basic, balanced team. I'm pretty sure. So.
I feel like the one issue I see is Skarmory's only removal.
Yeah, Feeny has defog as well, but yeah, that's it.
So he can't remove hazards if you just spam electric moves.
And that's another thing you might say Court Change Cinderace, but you're gonna stack hazards with Tinglu and Skarmory and with Cinderace Court Change? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, Cinderace will kind of stuff Tinglu if you're trying to core change.
Or Tinglu and Skarmory stuff Cinderace of not being able to use that move. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. A little bit of anti-synergy there, but I don't know. On another draft, I have assuming Samurott and Cinderace. That might be counterintuitive, but there you go.
I mean, it's not like Cinderace needs to run court change.
Yeah, no, it doesn't need to at all. It's just, if you have it, court change is a good move, so it's not too big of a deal. No.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But I think this seems pretty middling compared to the rest, I would say. It's more balanced than anything. There's nothing that really stands out. That's like my big thing. And removal is also kind of limited is pretty limited on this team.
Yeah. I'm honestly thinking just above Brian, between Brian and Josh Lieberman.
Yeah, I agree we can do that. Alright, on to our final
mystery guest.
Mystery coach. Oh, it's not mystery because it's been on here the entire time, but Chattington GPT.
Oh, yes.
ChatGPT is our 12th coach because we couldn't find a 12th coach, so it's ChatGPT is going to be playing the games. So yeah, interesting. ChatGPT drafted this team. We told it what it can pick, and it just drafted this, and also made trades, which is funny.
I mean, this is a good team. Like, unironically.
Mm-hmm.
It starts to get a little weird towards the end, but that's expected with ChatGPT.
Yeah, I think Terra Urshifu single strike is crazy.
Yeah, Terra Urshifu.
Like Terra Dark Wicked Blows are insane. Just Terraing defensively as well is also really good. Like having
100%.
since Urshifu doesn't have too much coverage, you can like Terra into Terra Blast just for a coverage on a mon. That could be
Yeah.
really good. I think terraing into stabs, having like choice band or choice scarf are just like good in general as well.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I
And then
mean,
Heatran, Rotom Amoonguss, Mandibuzz, those are like try and chew defensive mons. Like they're just good no matter what, right?
yeah.
They're not bad like anytime, I don't think. Heatran gives that great
Right.
typing, gives rocks. Rotom gives great defensively in general. Gives status. Both give status, momentum. Yeah, Mungus got that sleep. Mandibuzz, great physically defensively. U-turn, toxic,
Yeah.
fog. Good.
100%. Yeah.
And then you have some breakers, physical breakers in Coggelder and Mamoswine, very strong physically.
Yep.
One thing I will say is combination of Amoonguss, Roserade, and Serena. Those are like triple grass types, and then double grass poison type. Not sure what ChatGPT was thinking there, but that's what it drafted. You got triple poison type actually with Galarian Weezing, so no T
Yeah,
no T spikes are
and
gonna
then,
stay on that side.
I mean, I don't know. If you bring Galarian Weezing, you kind of shoot Amoonguss in the foot.
Mm-hmm. True.
Unless,
But
yeah, you could.
Levitate's completely fine with
Yeah.
that guy as well. So.
You could just run Levitate.
Yeah, and Audino's kind of chilling there, and Mega Glalie is an interesting pick.
Yeah, it's there.
It is there. Those refrigerate moves. I wonder if he'll ever think about refrigerate explosion. I'll definitely, we'll definitely try to teach it that, so it might bring it. Never know. Yeah. Overall, I think the team is actually pretty good for like the first 5, 6 mons. Even 7 mons.
Yeah.
I think at Roserade it kind of falls off.
Yeah, those last 5 are.
Yeah. Kind of funny.
I mean, Serena's fine.
Serena's fun. Yeah, but yeah, the last 5 are kind of all iffy. So I don't think the
I
team's
mean,
bad in any way.
mm,
Like, ChatGPT does its stuff.
I don't know. I will say, you don't really have a great special attacker. Like, yeah, you have Heatran and Rotom Wash and Amoonguss,
True.
but those aren't really attacking
Yeah.
mons.
I mean, Heatran can do a lot of damage.
Heatran can.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like, it's not a great breaker. It's really just Heatran and Rotom. I don't think Roserade's gonna be doing too much.
I don't know. I mean, Modest Amoonguss was kind of cooking week 1.
Week 1 it did bring Max Modest Amoonguss, so I don't know.
And it was doing 25 to Cinderace.
Yeah, with a Giga Drain. So.
Giga Drain. So it was doing pretty good.
I don't know. Maybe it knows something we don't. I don't know.
I mean, it didn't get destroyed. 3-0's not that bad.
It did not. 3-0. We can see that pretty here. 3-0.
And it basically sacked Urshifu, so
It did. I don't know. Whatever.
So I mean, without Urshifu, 3-0 is pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. So what do you think about the team? Do you think it's better than Ryan's team?
I feel like out of principle, I have to say yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Do you think it's better than Max's team? I would say no, personally.
Yeah.
Even though it did lose, it was his first game ever, so it's just warming up. But I will say Max's team is, I think, just better. Or she was got, or
Yeah.
ChatGPT's some mons just kind of sitting there.
Yeah. It's got what? How many points is that?
17,
Like 27?
27. If you count Serena, then 35. Yeah,
I mean, Serena's the most consistent removal he has.
that's true. I mean, you got Defog Mana Buzz, which is very good. So.
Yeah, but if it just rapid spin is just better,
Yeah.
especially when he does have some hazards of his own.
Yeah. He has 2 rockers and a T-Spiker, which isn't terrible. So. Alright.
Yeah.
I mean, that is all
You
the
also
teams
got
ranked. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
defog wheezing.
Oh, true. Yeah.
But yeah.
That is all the teams ranked. Um. Now I think.
All right.
Do we want to? We should.
So do
Do you want
we
to redistribute them like we did last time?
do we start from the bottom
Start from the bottom,
and just
boy.
move it down?
We could do that.
Let's see. So do we want to spread out throughout all the tiers?
Yeah, I think we can do
Okay, so Brian is ND tier. Get his Shell Smash Menace team out of here.
I was just gonna say ChatGPT can go in D as well. Generally.
Yeah, I mean, it just doesn't have a complete offensive profile.
Yeah. And I think that's the cutoff for D personally.
Yeah, Max.
I think
D.
Max next to C. I think that might be the only C team. I don't know. What do you think of
Yeah.
Leon's team?
I mean, I don't. It's very good on the physical side, but it's nearly non-existent with upfront special damage.
Mm-hmm.
Claw Itzer is probably the best upfront special attacker
Yeah.
that doesn't require some sort of setup.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree.
It's just,
Do
but
you think that limits that to C? I mean, because his offensive, it could be overwhelming, possibly. So.
yeah, I don't know. It's just he doesn't really have anything to support config getting up.
Mm-hmm.
If they have like a good mon to stick in front of config,
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna kind of
Like any steel type could. I mean, with Terra, it could definitely change things around, but.
it's just if they stuff config, basically doesn't have any special presence.
Yeah,
But
I don't disagree.
the physical presence that's left over is so strong, though. Like Cortana, Terra Lucha, Excalibur, Sylvalide.
Yeah.
Even like Reckless Flare Blitzes from Embor.
Mm-hmm.
Tapu Bulu, I guess.
Yeah. So, I mean, you want to keep it in B then?
I think it can stay in B, yeah. Mateo. I don't know, I feel like there's a pretty big gap between Lieberman and Mateo here.
You think?
But I don't know.
But do you think? I mean, I'd be fine moving Lieberman to C, because if there's a gap, then I think we can address that with the tiers.
Yeah, there's a gap, but I feel like Lieberman is closer to Max than he is to Mateo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree with that. We can do that.
So we can put him at C.
Okay.
And then
so
Mateo.
I think Mateo can stay B. That's fine.
Yeah, Mateo to Ethan. Is the gap that large? I'd say yes, just because Ethan's Terras are so good.
Yeah, I also think Ethan's team is like all around built kind of better than Mateo's.
It has bigger threats.
Yeah, even though Mateo's team is more offensive, it is meant to be more offensive, right? But I think Ethan's team does that and has other stuff with it as well. So,
like Mega Scizor, Terra Zygarde, Thunderous Therian, Blaziken, Iron Valiant. Those are all huge threats.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with screen support from Grimmsnarl, it can get really bad really fast.
Mm.
So yeah, I'm fine with that.
Alright.
Let's look at Lex. Lex, I mean, he's got.
I don't know. I still think. Hmm.
I don't know. I honestly think that Lex might be below Ethan here.
See, that's what I want to say, but like, I think Ethan's. I don't know. You gotta. I mean, there's no
Right.
grounded poison, right? His 2 defoggers don't want to run defog. Removing hazards is gonna be a pain for him.
Yes. Yes, the removal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I
While
forgot
Lex
about the
has
removal
cloaking.
aspect.
But then again, Tatsugiri is his only spinner with Crobat defog, so I don't know.
Yeah, Lex can keep T-Spikes off,
Mm-hmm.
but
And Terra
really not
Tatsugiri
anything
won't be
else.
terrible. It's just, do you really want to bring it over Blacephalon? So.
Yeah. And like when you have to bring Tatsugiri every week if you want to remove hazards,
Mm.
things aren't looking that great for you.
Mm-hmm. But then again, he has Magic Bounce, so my point might be valid. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean if he can keep the I don't know, that's if I don't know if they have like a good steel type move to throw off and they don't let DNC lead,
Mm.
that might be problematic.
Mm-hmm.
Or like I don't know, stuff like Heatran or Ferrothorn or Excadrill. Like those Pokemon that can threaten DNC but also set up hazards.
Mm.
Great Tusk. Like if they force DNC out, that's useless. Magic Bounce does nothing.
Mm.
Like Mega DNC is not getting the same use out of Magic Bounce that Mega Sableye gets.
Yeah. Yeah, there's more of the offensive Magic Bouncer. But I'll like in my head, comparing it, I think their teams are very similar. I just think Lex has better hazard control. And it's just Ethan has more offense and Lex has more defense. That's why I see it. But I think those balance each other out. But Lex has better hazard control. I think that's what I'm looking at.
Yeah, but I don't know though, because if you leave Ethan's team alone to set up hazards, you're gonna get stomped.
Hmm.
Mm. And I mean, a lot of his threats are like nothing's. Does he actually have? He doesn't even have. He's one Rock Weak Mon
True.
and a lot of resistant.
Actually, yeah. He has a resist, immune, neutral, weak, doesn't care because regen off, Grim doesn't care, resist, Pikachu.
Yeah, like he can kind of shrug
But
rocks
that's just
off.
rocks. Like I guess spikes do dig into this team. Like Aloe doesn't want to take a spike when it's switching into something, especially if there's like 2 or 3 up. Zagar doesn't want to get tripped with spikes because then has to run rest to recover. Scizor getting spiked is kind of annoying as well. I don't know. I think these teams are very even. I'm fine keeping it how it
Yeah,
is, but I'm fine switching as well.
I just feel like Ethan can do more on the offensive side to make up for his poor removal, and Lex can't really make up as well for his poor removal
Mhm.
because like both of their removal is just not good.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. So
I
yeah,
mean,
if
I
you
guess
want, I mean, it seems like you want to
he's
switch it, so I'm
yeah.
gonna
I feel
switch
like
the team.
I don't know. I I mean, T-Spike kind of ruins Ethan's team.
Yeah.
I do want to switch it, yeah.
Yeah, we can do that.
And then Ethan, Josh.
I think Josh's team, as you said, offensively is probably better than Ethan's team.
Yeah, I mean, and it has excellent removal and hazards. Good priority in Jet Punch and Sucker off Mawile.
And Meowscarada, yeah.
Yeah, Meow Sucker as well. Yeah, I think that's good where that is. Josh and Ethan T. Josh definitely has a much offensively stronger team.
I don't know.
I don't like the kind of dead weight that is on Ethan T's team. Like, yeah, maybe he can do something with like what Salak reversal and Hitmonlee with Unburden. Or
True, that'd be the goat.
maybe you can do Unburden and like Endure or something. Gyarados, yes, can set up, but that's really only if their team has basically no electric coverage. If they have a single electric type, Gyarados is doing nothing.
True, yeah.
Bombardier is just not a good mon. Like, yeah, it's a rocker, but he has Glamora, so...
Yeah.
Rotom Fan without Terra, I just don't see it doing anything. I mean, other than just the momentum of Volt Switch.
I don't know. I like this team because, like, Glamora Gold, that's just like a really good combo. It's been a good combo.
100%,
I think
yeah.
set up Aerodactyl and Volcarona take really good advantage of that with screens from Veil from Ninetales as well. That's why I like it. He also has the core of Chansey, which are super great synergistically defensively.
Yes.
And those 4 mons that we talked about, yeah, they're kind of weird, but I think the rest of the team kind of makes up for that.
Makes up for it,
And I don't think those 4 mons aren't not gonna come. I think Ethan will bring them and do some stuff with them. So.
Yeah, I honestly think that Bombardier and Gyarados are going to be the hardest for him to use. Hitmonlee and Rotom Fan have their uses.
Yeah, like Rotom can defog and Wisp and Pain Split and stuff, and Volt Switch with momentum and stuff like that. Hitmonlee can do that reversal thing and maybe catch someone off guard. So.
Especially reversal hits very hard.
Oh, for sure. It's stab 200 something base power.
Yeah, I think it is caps at 200.
200, yeah. And if you have a Lychee Berry with that, Endure Lychee Berry, reversal,
Lychee Berry. Yeah, if you don't need the speed boost, if just the Unburden's enough. I don't know how fast Hitmonlee is.
I'm assuming with Unburden it boosts past a lot of unboosted mons,
I mean,
so.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. 87 is like actually pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's faster than a weak Armor Surge and Armor Rouge. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. 120 base attack is definitely good, especially with the boosts. And yeah, if you can get a berry to proc, if you can get Endure down to 1 HP, that reversal is going to hit really hard.
Yeah.
I honestly think at that point, if it gets to a max power reversal with a Lychee Berry on Burden, nothing short of a ghost type is stopping that.
Yeah,
and it gets knockoff, so
there you go.
That ghost type has to be bulky.
That's why I like Ethan's team better.
I'd agree.
Right.
And then your team, Ethan T.
Okay, personally, I don't know if it's just this could be just biased. I think there might be a gap between Ethan T and my team. I don't know if that's just me.
I would agree.
Then again, I do have Gothry, Brio, and Alchemy, but I don't know.
Yeah, but you have what 5 points of dead space. He has what is that? 23. Like realistically, that's 23 points of dead space.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe you can use some of that, but realistically, that's huge difference. Like, and it shows with the remaining mons.
Fun to make another
Like A plus.
Yeah.
I mean, we also could just do S and then do Tapu Koko Iron Bundle tier.
Actually, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna add row above.
Tapu Bundle Iron Coco.
Iron Coco.
What are we thinking? Iron Coco or Tapu Bundle?
Let's do Tapu Bundle.
Tapu Bundle.
Tapu Bundle. What? Can I not capitalize? Oh, there we go. Tapu Bundle. Alright, I made Tapu Bundle. Personally, I think there's a tier shift between Ethan T's team and our two teams. This seems like super biased, super mega biased. It seems like it.
Yeah, I mean it does, but like
that's kind of what I think, though.
Both of our teams are very threatening for different reasons.
I don't know, cause last season when we did this, I'm pretty sure I ranked my team like C. So I try not to put any bias in this.
Yeah, I was like, I think I was bottoming out like
I'm pretty sure you might have been bottom.
B tier.
Yeah.
I was bottom of B. I don't think we actually used the rest of the tiers. I don't think we spread them out like we did.
Yeah, yeah.
I think I was literally at the bottom of the tier list.
You were.
Yeah.
Wait, where's this? Oh, actually, there might be some bias. You were bottom A.
Was bottom A?
Yeah. Maybe we thought that at the beginning, but as the season played out, we kind of figured out that wasn't the greatest. Because I think it did sound pretty good in your and mine head, like your strategy
Yeah.
ideas. But as the season played out, it definitely didn't go well.
Yeah. Wait, so who did we have below me?
We had Alex, Peter, Mateo, Ashton, Jake, Max.
Well, this was this before Max made massive trades to his team?
Yeah.
Yeah, his team sucked.
Yeah.
And like my matchup in Jake was horrid and he barely beat me. Stack Attacker got 3 kills. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like those teams were all genuinely below mine, though. Because I think I mean, Ashton was like bottoming the standings. I beat Lex week 1.
Yeah. Yeah. So
And I don't know, maybe we put him below because I started prepping and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna win this. I know I'm gonna win. He has to be below my team.
Okay, so
I mean, I think I only 2-0'd him.
Yeah.
What are we looking at? What am I looking at?
I don't know. What'd I say?
You're telling me to look at something. You're like, look at.
Was I? Greening out. It's 2 a.m.
Thanks. I mean, is this record time?
Anyways, so I think
I think this is record time.
That's good. Let's keep it on record time pace. Okay, so I separated from me to Ethan. you and me, I put an S, and then Indra I put in Tapu Bundle above.
Yeah.
Alright, so going through again, from the bottom at D we have Brian and ChatGPT.
Yeah.
And then C we have Max and Josh Lieberman.
Yeah.
And B we have Mateo.
Mm-hmm.
And then A we have Lex, Ethan, Josh, and Ethan T.
Mm-hmm.
S we have me and you.
Mm-hmm.
And A we have A Drew.
We have Tapu Bundle tier.
Eisenbundel Enjoyer.
Yeah.
Awesome. I think
Do we have to add parentheses to this tier?
what?
Assuming pump hits.
Oh, true.
Ass-
true.
ass-
Assuming
assu-
pump.
assuming pump hits.
Assuming pump is. Yep, I agree. Because it's gonna miss. It's gonna crucially miss. It's gonna happen one time.
Yeah,
'Cause it
it's gonna miss and he's
it
gonna.
never not happens.
I don't. Unironically, I don't think he can win playoffs because he's gonna inevitably miss a Hydro
It's
Pump and
gonna
lose
happen. He's
for
gonna
it.
miss Hydro Pump on a quad water weak mon. It's gonna happen.
He's gonna miss Hydro Pump on. Wait, do we have a quad water weak mon? I don't think so. I'm not seeing one. I don't think anyone drafted a quad water weak mod.
I think you might be right.
Nah, but it doesn't need to be a quad water weak. It's
It's
rain
guaranteed gonna
boosted.
die. Yeah, rain boosted, specs boosted, rain electric train
Yeah.
boosted, core drive, whatever.
Might as well be quite effective at
Yeah,
that point.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gonna miss the KO on like Chi-Yu and just get Dark Pulse to Oblivion.
Yep.
Or Pulse.
Mm.
Oh, Pulse Ice Beam. No, not Pulse. It's gonna miss like a 2-hit KO on Blissey and Dida. It's gonna miss the kill on Blissey and Dida Seismic Toss.
It's gonna miss Heatran and then die.
Yeah, it's gonna miss Heatran.
Actually, now that we talk about it, I want to do Calc. This is like not anything we're talking about, but electric terrain and rain to Blissey.
Yeah, are you doing proto special attack with specs?
Yeah, let me see this real quick. Hold on. So it is 99% chance to 2 KO. Max Modest, Choice Specs, Cork Drive in the rain versus Max Medef Blissey, 99.6% chance to 2 KO.
Choice specs. Yeah, let me pull this up to Modest.
Oh, that is to no HP Max Medef.
Yeah, I changed it to max HP.
Then it's 42%
It's
chance to 2 KO.
Yeah.
And it's a Blissey, so it's probably gonna run boots. So I guess you can't really just knock off the boots and then get up rocks, and
Great
guaranteed to a KO. So
Yeah. Wait,
Easy.
hold up. Wait. Wait.
Hmm?
On the Spadef set, Flip Turn is doing barely less. Are you seeing this?
really, it's
You
doing
s-
half
you
as
see the-
much.
I'm looking at on the max HP, max Spadef 4 defense.
Yeah.
Specs.
Oh, 4 defense. I had max defense. Yeah. It's about the same. That's funny.
3% less.
Yeah, that's really funny actually.
Oh, I didn't put the rain up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Still, yeah.
2 KO.
Yeah.
Still.
Alright. Anyways, we're
4%
extending
less
the
than.
recording, so.
Oh, I didn't know we were still going.
Yeah. Alright, this is the final listing. Get mad at me, all of you, because I know you're going to.
Me too.
Max. But
Wait, haven't we been bullying the hell out of Max for trying to make trades?
true, Max.
Now we
Max,
now we say
you need some
now we
trades,
say
bro.
he
Max, you need some
now we
trades.
now we
Max,
say is the
you
third
need some
worst
trades.
team.
No, okay, so I know that's what people are gonna get mad at. So, I'm gonna preface this. No one's gonna watch till this point, but this is compared to everyone else's. D does not mean
Yes.
you have a objectively D tier team. It means it is D tier compared to the rest of everyone.
Yes.
And like C tier is compared to the rest of everyone.
Yeah,
This is
like
the final list.
Brian's team realistically is probably B tier.
Yeah, realistically, it's good. Still a good team. It's Shell Smash Maxing, which is Max's name, but interesting. So
Yeah. Maybe they should swap. We should switch some team names around.
they might need to.
Brian needs to get Max's, and then Brian needs to give his to Ethan, and then Ethan gives his to. Oh, there's no rats. He's got the only rat.
Yeah.
He gets both.
He's
It's
fine.
okay.
Yeah, whatever. Alright, okay, well,
Los Sunshine. You are my Ratones.
You're my Ratones. Alright, anyways, that's the list. And yeah, thank you for watching. Goodbye.